Hey guys, I'm Leila. Today we're going to be talking some raid. And so we have a brutal Hydra showcase courtesy of Siegfried showing off Gwyndolin the Silent. She was one of the newer fragment fusion kind of champs in the game. You know, so I'd love to know, did you guys get her? What have you been using her for? And just so you guys know too, I've been sick, so I'm under the weather. So please bear with me if I sniffle like I am sniffling here, or if my voice doesn't sound like it usually does. Please bear with me. So with Gwyn, we are going to see that she's in a Relentless set, and then she also has a Righteous set. So the Righteous set is speed plus resist, right? It doesn't look like we have necessarily any like specialty accessories, but let's check out her stats. We do have Hydra, so let's go for Hydra. And she has 50,000 HP, 4,500 on the attack, 3,100 defense, 278 speed. Not crit caps, which is fine. We're not expecting her to be. 152% on the crit damage, 247 resistance, 437 on the accuracy. Then she has an 18% chance here to ignore defense. Now for her abilities, for those of you that are not familiar with her, her A1 is called Talon Rake. She hits 3 times with a chance to extend duration of all debuffs on the target by a turn. So having her Relentless makes it where she can take as many turns as possible, trying to extend debuffs as well. And the 3 hits, right? A2 is called Sickle Boomerangs. AoE decreased speed and a leash with decreased accuracy. Plume Dirt is going to be your A3. It's going to be an AoE increased accuracy with a chance of stealing debuffs. And our passive is called Bird of Prey. This champion's crit damage increased by 1% for every 10 points of accuracy that they have. And she gets an extra turn after this champ uses any 3 skills. So Relentless is going to be giving her extra turns, right? And she'll also be getting some extra turns proccing off of her passive here as well too. And her aura is going to be ally accuracy in all battles by 60. And she does have 1 blessing. You're going to see that she has a 1-star blessing. So for this, we decided to go with Brimstone Smite. Okay, which ended up doing some damage. Basically, it's the meteor. And let's check out her masteries. So for her masteries, we're down the offense support trees. And what you kind of see here behind me is that we end up having Methodical and her T6 being War Master. So we're going to be showing off some Gwyndolin today, guys. Also, I see she's got lore here. I did read the lore on my lore channel, which I will have the link down below if you would like to check that out. So with that being said, let's go to Hydra. All right, guys, so here we are in Brutal Hydra. So there is some team presets, but even better is we have a fun rotate your Hydra name for this team. So presets are kind of minimal. So we do have Cecilia starting off with her Firestorm, right? Which is going to be the HP burn. It's a Flame Eruption, which is the blowy uppies, right? What do you call it? The blowy uppies. Grazor as is. Baragni's going to start with the Resilient Glow, which can be the block debuffs and a shield. Gwyn is going to stay as is, and then Cardio is also going to stay as is. So let's go. Okay. So again, this comp will be, you know, this is going to be an auto kind of comp. Now, the last time Siegfried ran this, he ended up getting 113 mil. It took almost an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of show you what this setup is. But considering it's an hour run, I'm not going to run the whole thing, right? Like I had said before, this comp was just to kind of give you an idea of what this is, and of course I'll show you the screenshot as well too. So if you had missed it beforehand, for the screenshot we have Gwyndolin doing 59 mil damage here, with Grazor doing 49 million damage as well too on this. Okay. Oh, she kind of stands like Xavia. Right? They do a lot of reusing character models, right? So for her, she's got like the Xavia thing going on. You guys see that? She have boots or talons? She's got talons, right? Oh yeah, she's got talons. Okay. I did also share her lore story too in my lore channel if you guys missed it. So we're at 5 mil. And who's going to be the first snack? It looks like Grazor is going to be the first snack. And she takes so many turns, making the Hydra do less damage, which is great. Yep, she has the same stance as Zavia and Tunarak. Tunarak's another one I really like. I love her character design. She's beautiful. Death Knight. He runs in and out. Oh, that's funny. I love how Ultimate Death Knight frolics. They do have some fun animations and definitely some fun things like that. And Death Knight frolicking is probably one of my absolute favorites. All right, so we're at almost 8 mil. Just want to see the first snackage that we have here. Snackies. I'd love to know how many of you guys went for Gwyn. I just pulled her myself recently. I got the fragments, then I held onto her, and then I ended up pulling her for Champ Chase for Zinigre, the other Fragment Fusion Champ too. All right, we have one more cycle, and then we're going to have our first snackage. Hey, look at that. All right, we do also have a Hydra head down, so let's get back Grazor. Then we're going to go for that exposed neck is what we're going to do. Nothing beats seeing a buff extension making 9+ turn HP burn. Yep, that's a beautiful thing. All right, so let's go to the exposed neck now. Do some extra damage here. So I know that, you know, we tend to have newer people rotate in. When a neck is exposed like this, extra damage is taken. Exposed necks take triple damage from enemy attacks. It cannot receive debuffs. It cannot receive buffs as well too. Look at that. So we have 3 exposed necks. Just in case you guys didn't know that. I'm always finding that there are people that don't always know that information. So I'd like to make sure that I share that. Okay. And so I think it was here. Yep, there we go. So we're going to switch. Oh, look at that. All right, perfect. So we had all 4 drop as well too. And I'll probably switch to that last one if it's up after this one comes back. All right, switch to the last one. The new login shape. We talk about Zinigre. Do damage to the HP burn on the team. Oh, she might. How are you guys liking the Monster Hunter champs, by the way? Do you like them? Okay. Very nice. Wow, this one's staying for quite a while, huh? Which is fine. That just gets to be additional damage that we get to do. Oh, and it's back. Okay. All right, guys. So basically, you know, that's kind of the cycle here with Hydra. And like I said, you know, I'll put it back up on the screen again if you had missed it. Siegfried had ran this. He ran this a couple times. Even this time, he said the RNG was bad, but we still had pretty good damage on it. 1 to 13 mil with Gwyndolin doing 15 mil. I mean, Grazor ends up kind of being like the damage deal here too, but then we also have the HP burn as well too. So now also Siegfried wanted to point out that before he put Gwyndolin in here, he was using the rat. So I think that's going to be the Rat King, right? And it was 120 mil on hard, but now it does 170 mil on hard and 110 on brutal. So switching out the Rat King for Gwyndolin actually ended up doing basically more damage on brutal Hydra. Guys, drop some comments down below. I'd love to know, you know, what are you running for Hydra? What difficulty? Did you end up getting Gwyn? Do you use her at all? And Siegfried, thank you again so much for the showcase.